Hello, hello. There we go. How's it going? Can you guys hear me? Okay, I feel like the microphone thingy is moving, so we are on. Hello, hello. All right. Happy Friday, everybody. I'll give it like another second. Give it like another second, and then we'll get right started. I hope y'all are having an amazing day today so far. It's kind of rainy, but it's a good day to get the energy moving in the body. Especially when it's raining, I feel like I'm extra gloomy, so it's more important to just keep that energy flowing, right? All right. So we're going to start on our backs today. You can take whatever shape you'd like. We're going to start either in like a Shavasana or like a corpse pose. You can just take up as much space as you want to. You can put your soles of your feet together, knees out wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. You can take both of the soles of the feet on the ground, about mat width apart, bringing your knees together. Or whatever shape feels good for you. And we're going to just take a couple really, really nice deep breaths here. Can I share my playlist? Do you want me to share it with you right now? Or like after? All right. So wherever you are, just go ahead and begin taking a couple really nice, deep, intentional breaths. Fill the lungs all the way up, side to side. And then let everything go. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Now I want you to imagine that your body is a balloon. And with each inhale, you're filling your body up with air and energy. With each exhale, you're releasing all of that energy and all that stagnant air all the way out till the balloon's fully deflated. And then you breathe again, filling the lungs all the way up. And exhaling, letting everything go. Take this moment to really bring awareness to your breath and to your body. Maybe you place your hands on your body now so you can feel the rise and the fall of each breath as you move. And then gently begin making some small micro movements. Maybe wiggling the fingers and the toes, or maybe you take your arms up overhead like an early morning stretch and you find length from fingertips to toes. Feeling yourself expand from side to side here. And then whenever you're ready, we're just going to place the soles of the feet on the ground about hip width apart. So if you had them at mat distance, you're going to need to bring them in again. And the knees aren't touching anymore. They're both just facing up towards the sky. Stay here, and I want you to really feel the base of your spine, the base of your pelvis, and I want you to just feel that. How grounded you are and how connected to the earth you are here in this moment. I'm just going to take a couple more breaths like this. There's something called constructive rest, and it's basically where you're sitting with your spine neutral, and then you arch your back. So there's a big space here. You probably can't see it, but there's a big space here. It's a very subtle movement, and then you tuck your tailbone under so that you press your lower back into the ground. It's kind of like cat pose and cow pose, but just laying on your back, and it's very subtle. So if you want to start by taking these small movements, you can do that now. Moving with your inhales and your exhales. Whenever you're ready, we're going to start getting that internal fire, that Agni going. So find a neutral spine. We're going to lift up our head, neck, and shoulders. I'm going to keep my palms facing up, lifted up off the ground. I'm really engaging my core here and pressing my low back into the ground. As if we were outside on a really, really windy day and you have like a $100 bill under your back. So keep that really, really firmly pressed. You can stay just like this if this is like a lot of work for you, or otherwise just go ahead and lift up one leg, extend it nice and long. And if that feels fine, maybe you extend both legs. What is not okay is if your back comes off the ground. So make sure you're still firmly pressing this low back in. Your core should be really, really nice and tight. Your legs might be up here, or maybe you can bring them a little lower without lifting up your back. If this is good, maybe put your arms above your head. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release. Hug the knees into the chest. Maybe you rock side to side. And then whenever you're ready, just go ahead and put feet back down on the mat. We're going to do it one more time. So, sorry, my playlist is a little loud. Okay, so we're going to lift up our head, neck, and shoulders first. And I like to start with my feet a little bit further out for this one. And if this feels good, maybe you stay here. Keep that low back pressed. Maybe you lift up one foot, or maybe you lift up both feet. Wherever you are, don't forget to breathe in through the nose, filling that balloon all the way up and out through the nose. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release. You can take actually the feet on the ground, knees up to the sky, and gently rock them side to side. That'll feel really, really nice on the core. Take a couple moments to catch your breath. I don't know if you're out of breath or me just because I'm talking, but it's all good. And then go ahead and take both of your arms out wide like a T. We're going to take the left arm underneath the right. We're going to cross them over and grab onto opposite shoulders. So maybe you stop rocking your knees here, or maybe you keep doing it. Just do what feels good for your body. Here we are grabbing opposite shoulders, and we're going to stretch the shoulders out. So right here, I'm not really feeling anything, but if I engage my shoulders, I press them away from the ground, I can really feel that starting to activate. And then I'm going to take my elbows and bring them in line with my chin. Maybe this feels good, or if you want to, you can take a full eagle wrap on the top by placing the backs of hands together and then grabbing the palms. If you can't reach the palms, that's all right. You can just leave the backs of the hands together, or you can stay here. Just do what feels good for your body. So I want you to see something. I want you to see where my elbows are, and then move those elbows in line with your chin, and then take those fingers a little bit further away off the ground. Yeah. You should feel this in your shoulders a lot more now. And then whenever you're ready, the arm that is under is the leg that's over. We're going to take the left leg and cross it high on top of the right. So maybe you just stay here and you hang out, or maybe you take the full eagle wrap and take that foot out a little bit longer. Take a deep breath in, find length. Then on the exhale, we're going to crunch. So hug that low back to the ground. Bring your elbows and your knees together. And then on the inhale, we're going to extend. Exhale, crunch. We'll do 3 more of these, so you totally got this. It's not like we've been doing anything this whole quarantine anyways. Moving with your breath. 2 more. Last one. And after that last breath, go ahead and release the arms, the legs. Take your arms out beside you like a cactus or a goalpost. And take the soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Supta Baddha Konasana. Wherever you are, maybe you take a really nice deep inhale, filling the lungs all the way up. And then open the mouth, let it all go. Taking just one more nice deep breath in. And then audible exhale, let it all go. All right, on the next inhale, we're gonna lift the knees up again. Bring them about hip distance apart like we had before. Last time we had the left leg wrapped over. So let's take the right arm underneath the left, grab opposite elbows, or opposite shoulders, I mean. And wherever you are, I want you to think about pressing your shoulders up off the ground. I don't know if you can see that, but I just began activating them. And then lift up those elbows really high. And then go ahead and take a full arm wrap. Something you want to think about is pulling those hands a couple inches further away from the ground, so like further away from the face. All right, so since the right arm is under, the right leg is over, cross that right leg really, really high over on top of the left, so exaggerate that motion a lot, and then you can take a full wrap. Maybe you extend your left leg out a little longer, find length here. And then on the exhale, we're gonna crunch. Throwing those elbows and knees together, and then inhaling, come all the way out. Exhale, crunch. Press that low back into the ground. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. We've got 2 more to go. Something else that's really fun is if you're doing core work, try to smile. Makes it easier. Last one. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and release. Take both of your arms out beside you. Move into Supta Baddha Konasana again. Take a really, really nice deep breath in. Fill the balloon all the way up. And then exhale, let it all go. So we're going to hug our knees into the chest. You can start making some hip circles here if you want to. Maybe you want to make circles with your knees in the same direction. Maybe you want to take like a happy baby or something like that. We're just going to stay here for a couple of moments. So if you're going one way, just switch directions now. And whenever you're ready, we're going to rock and roll all the way up. We're going to meet in a forward fold. So however you get there, just taking your time. Maybe you rock your weight forward and backward, and then maybe you let your knees bend a lot. So maybe you're just like hanging out in a ragdoll here. Let your head and neck relax. And whenever you're ready, we're going to slowly roll all the way up to standing vertebra by vertebra. So just take your time. You can bend your knees a lot. And come all the way up. Standing. When you get there, take a deep breath in, draw the shoulders up to the ears. Then exhale, bringing them down the back. So I don't always do like sun salutations in class, but I felt called to teach them today. So we're going to do a couple sun salutations. So first, begin by taking your feet together. We're going to stand in mountain pose, really, really nice and tall, like energized. We're not just hanging out, right? So imagine that you're drawing the energy from the center of the earth all the way to the crown of your head. Stand up really, really nice and tall, broadening through the collarbones. Now, the next breath in, we're going to reach the arms out and up. Exhale, fold, hinging at the hips. You can bend your knees here if you need to. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat spine, Ardha Uttanasana. You can place your hands on your shins or on your thighs. Then exhale, fold. Plant the hands and go ahead and walk back to a plank pose. So when you get to this plank pose, we're going to take a couple breaths here. You can shift your weight forward and backward. I have a tendency of keeping my butt too high, so maybe you need to lower yours, or maybe yours is too low and maybe you need to raise it. So just pay attention to your body and see what you've got going on. Whenever you're ready, we're going to move into a chaturanga, so you can put your knees down if you need to, or just shift your weight forward, take your elbows back, and then lower. Once you get all the way down on the ground, you can inhale, lifting your body up into a cobra pose. Your gaze is straight ahead here. If you're looking up, you're going to compress your neck, so make sure you're looking straight. Tuck the toes, and we're going to move into a downward facing dog. Lift the hips up high. Press the ground away from you with your hands. You get to this downward dog. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. So invite as much movement or stillness here as you need. Maybe you like shift your weight from side to side. Maybe you want to take some like weird body roll type things. It's up to you. I want you to really tune into your body today and listen to what your body wants and needs. I'm just here guiding, but everybody's body is different. Maybe you lift high on the toes on the inhale, and then exhale, drawing the heels back down onto the mat. Maybe you don't like any of those suggestions, and maybe you want child's pose, so maybe you're there already. On the next breath in, look between the hands. You can hop, step, or jump your feet all the way up to the front of the mat. If you want to do something that's really hard, you can just try to walk without bending your knees. It takes a lot of core. On the next breath in, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. On the next inhale, reach arms out and up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Yay, we did it. That's sun salutation A. We're going to do it one more time. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, fold, hinging at the hips. You can bend your knees here if you need to. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, walk back to a plank pose. Shift your weight forward, lower down, knees or not. Chaturanga, elbows go back. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Press the ground away, draw your collarbones back so you're pulling your shoulders back here. And then exhale, moving into a downward facing dog. Lift the hips up high. Make sure that your tailbone is poking up as opposed to like straight back. I don't know if you can see the difference here. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths, so invite as much movement or stillness as you want. I just want to show you that what I see in downward dogs a lot is in this downward dog, my tailbone is poking up to the sky, like I'm arching my back like I would be if I was in cow pose. See? My tailbone's facing up. But if I have my tailbone facing down like I would be in cat pose, my down dog wouldn't make that shape. So sometimes it's not everything else that's going on, it's just your hips. So just shift your hips backward, and that can fix your downward dog if you don't feel like you're doing it right. One more breath here. And then go ahead and look between the hands, hop, step, or walk all the way up to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. And the next breath in, reach the arms all the way out and up. And then exhale, bring the hands into heart center. When you get there, let's go ahead and release the hands. You can shake the hands out if you want to. We're going to take the shoulders up to the ears. And then exhale, draw them down the back. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, shoulders up. And exhale, back and down. Awesome. Let's take both of our arms up this time. And then just like, I like to make pointer finger gun type of thing. And like, interlace my other fingers. Take a deep breath in, and then just take a side stretch, whatever side's your favorite, or not your favorite. We'll do both sides, don't worry. And then inhale, come all the way up. We're gonna go the other way. Shift your hips the other direction. Feel yourself expanding in that side body that's getting the stretch with each inhale and exhale. And on the next breath in, come up. Go ahead and release the hands. We're going to place both of the feet together now, and I want you to really imagine, I say this all the time, and I know I sound crazy, but I want you to imagine that your feet are hands, and I want you to open those toes, aka your fingers, really, really wide, no fingers, aka toes, really wide, and like grip onto the earth with your feet. So you're taking up like as much space as you possibly can here. We're going to move into chair pose, which is not my favorite, but we're doing it today, so yay. Okay, so first I like to imagine that I'm sitting on a chair, so I'm actually going to go pretend like I'm sitting on a chair. And then I look at my knees and I'm like, okay, I maybe need to send these a little bit further back. I can send my hips a little lower. So then you gotta try and lift your chest up. Bring your hands to heart center here. I saw a lot of people saying that you need to tuck your tailbone under in this pose. I've seen a lot of people say that you need to put your tailbone out in this pose. Let's just have a neutral tailbone. Don't worry about it too much. We're not gonna stay here very long. Take a deep breath in. And then on the exhale, we're gonna take the right elbow outside of the left knee, take it for a twist. I like to wrap my right elbow out first and then press my elbow into my knee so that I can bring my thumbs to the center of my chest. Send your hips a little lower. Take one more breath. And then after that last breath, we're going to go ahead and lift up that right foot. Send it to the back of the mat. Boom, you guys did it. Let's go ahead and lower that right knee down, and we're going to lift our arms up to Anjaneyasana. So when you get here, I want you to engage your core, especially the lowest part of your core. Imagine you're pulling the mat back with the front foot and pulling the mat together between this knee and this foot. Keep the arms up. Keeping your core engaged here will protect your back. Go ahead and take a left hand, grab onto the right wrist, and pull that right wrist over to the left so you can take a side stretch from that back leg all the way to the top hand. And the next breath in, come up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale up. Then plant the hands. Frame the front foot. We're going to plant the right hand down and go ahead and tuck the right toes. Lift up that knee. And then on the next breath in, we're going to send that left arm up to the sky. Runner's twist. And try to keep this front leg still really nice and bent. Keep the back leg active. Now on the next breath in, we're going to move into crescent pose. So take everything up to the sky. Staying here for just a breath. Then medium warrior two. So I did like leg day yesterday. I'm dying. I hope you guys are okay. On the next breath in, find something to smile about in this pose. And then exhale, let it go. Go ahead and flip the front palm. We're going to move into peaceful warrior. Take the left arm up to the sky. The legs are still the same, nice and bent. And then on the next breath, coming back into warrior two, straighten that front leg. We're going to move into triangle. So our arms are staying here, our legs are straight now. And we're just going to tip over until we make our way into our triangle pose. A lot of people have this hip kind of forward, so try to pull this hip back so that they're in line with one another. Don't forget to breathe. Staying here for one more nice, deep, intentional breath. And after that breath, we're going to come all the way up. Take both arms up to the sky, meeting crescent pose again. Keep this front leg really, really nice and bent here. And then we're going to take the right arm underneath the left, grab opposite shoulder blades. We're going to make that full eagle wrap. Take those elbows up, take those hands a little bit further away from the face. We're going to bend at our hips, shift our weight forward a little bit, and then we're going to lift up into like an airplane with the back leg. It's okay if you fall, but we're going to bring that right knee in and then take the whole eagle wrap. I'm so tired, you guys. Also, when you're here in this eagle wrap, you don't have to like do the whole thing. You can like kickstand it here if you want to like hang out, but make sure that you're really wrapping this leg really high over the other one, okay? We're just staying here for 5, 4, 3, lift those elbows up a little higher, 2, 1. Go ahead and release the hands, everything, shake it all out. Go ahead and put your hands on your hips now. Take your feet like a little wider than hip distance apart. We're going to make some hip circles. I like to call this bringing it around town or jellyfishing if you're a SpongeBob fan. And after you've gone one way a couple times, just go ahead and switch. Take it the other direction. I try to make yoga fun. You can laugh at me if you want to, it's fine. Now go ahead and release. You can shake it out one more time again. Then we're going to just take our feet together at the front of the mat. Open the toes really, really, really nice and wide. And go ahead and bring your hands to heart center. We're going to start in mountain pose, but we're going to move into chair pose next. While we're in mountain pose, I want you to take a moment to find your breath. Check in with your body. Stand up really nice and tall. Ask yourself, even if mountain pose isn't more difficult than some of the other poses, am I still giving this pose my full attention, my full energy? All right, now we're going to move to chair pose. So I like to pretend like I'm actually sitting on a chair, so go ahead and take a seat. Send your knees back a little bit, send your hips a little lower, and then lift your chest up. About neutral on the tailbone here, so we're not poking it out, we're not tucking it under, we're kind of just like neutral, like we're sitting on an actual chair. Okay, you can bring your hands to heart center here. One more nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to twist. Take that left elbow outside the right knee, and then use that elbow and knee action to like shift your heart forward and up. Try to keep those thumbs at the center of your chest. Try to sink your hips a little bit lower. And then lift up that left leg. Take it to the back of the mat. Good job. We're going to go ahead and bend that left knee, take it down onto the mat. You can release that toe, and we're going to lift both of our arms up to the sky, Anjaneyasana. When we're in that Anjaneya, keep that core nice and tight. That'll protect the low back. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. We're going to take that right hand, grab onto the left wrist here, and pull that left hand a little bit further over to the right, just finding a nice side stretch from the back leg to the top hand. And the next inhale, come up, and take both the arms, cactus them. Inhale up, and then exhale, frame the front foot, plant the left hand, tuck the left toes, lift up the left knee, right arm up to the sky, runner's twist. Find a deep breath in here, deep breath out. And the next breath in, go ahead and take both your hands up to the sky, crescent. We're just going to stay here for one breath. And then on the next breath, go ahead and just bring that back foot down, so we're moving into warrior two. Sorry, I'm like not facing you guys anymore. I hate that. Sorry, someone's thinking in the chat. Take a deep breath in, that warrior two. And then on the next exhale, flip the front hand. We're moving into peaceful warrior. Keep that front leg really nice and bent. And then on the next breath in, we're going to come all the way up. Straighten that front leg, we're moving into triangle. So I like to think about I'm a little teapot here, and then tilt your body like this, and then place that hand down. Breathing in through the nose, and out through the nose. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release. We're going to come back up into crescent. Keep that front leg really, really nice and bent here. Keep the back leg active. We're going to go ahead and hug the opposite shoulder. So keep that left arm underneath the right arm. Activate those shoulders. You can stay like this, or you can take a full eagle wrap. Lift those elbows up to the chin, and then take those hands a little further away from the body. Bend at the hips. Shift your weight forward. And it doesn't have to be graceful. I just try to make it fun. And then try to come up into that airplane with those modified arms. And we're just moving into the full eagle wrap. So having the left leg on top of the right as high as it'll go. And boom, there you go. Maybe you just kickstand it, and that's okay. Wherever you are, try to keep those elbows in line with the chin. Try to take those hands a little further away from the face. You guys totally got this. Stay there for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release. Shake everything out. Whew. All right. Go ahead and take your feet together. Take a deep breath in. Reach the arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold. You can take your feet about hip distance apart here. Bend the knees a lot. And let yourself hang out. Ragdoll, maybe you rock yourself forward and backward. Maybe you nod your head yes and no. Maybe you grab opposite elbows. Circling back to your breathing. Maybe checking in with your body here now too. And the next breath in, go ahead and plant the left hand in front of the face. Take the right arm up to the sky. When I'm doing this, I'm going to keep my left leg nice and bent, but I'm straightening my right leg. You can stay here if you want to bind, you can bind. Just grabbing onto the inner thigh of the left leg. And then go ahead and switch, just taking the other arm up, bending the right knee, keeping the left leg straight, left arm up to the sky. If you want to bind, you can bind. The cool thing about doing yoga at home is there's no one to impress. So I feel like I do so much better of a job of honoring my body. And then go ahead and release. We're going to slowly roll all the way to standing. Vertebra by vertebra. Inhale, take the shoulders up to the ears, and exhale, draw them down back. Go ahead and let your arms hang now. Just gently like swing them side to side. You can let everything relax. Focus on your breath. Maybe asking yourself, where else can I soften here? And whenever you're ready, just go ahead and stop. And take both of our feet together now. And the toes nice and wide, like we like to do. And on the next breath in, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Plant the hand, send the right foot to the back of the mat. Maybe you want to shift your weight front and back for a second here. Or whenever you're ready, we're going to lift up that left foot. Take it all the way up into a three-legged dog. You can bend that knee, and you can make some circles in the hip. Go ahead and take that knee and place it down on the mat, as if you're going into like an all fours position, so it's not like too far up. It's kind of just stacked like basically directly under your hip here. And then shift your weight back so you can feel the stretch in the back of the right calf. Yeah. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose, filling that balloon of energy and air all the way up. Letting all that air, all that energy release. On the next breath in, we're going to take that left foot and take it behind you. So over to the left, and then keep that right foot in line with the body. Send the right arm up to the sky. I think this is called gate pose, to be honest. I'm not quite sure. I think of it as a modified fallen triangle. I like to send my hips forward and like let everything kind of hang here. You can take your arm overhead. You can take your arm up. If you want to make some circles in the wrist or in the shoulder, feel free to do whatever feels good for you. If you want to do more work, you can take this leg up instead of using it on the ground. If you want to grab that leg and you want some like stretching in the shoulder, you can pull with the leg. If you want a deeper stretch of the leg, you pull with the arm. It's a lot of different options. We'll stay here for 2 more breaths. And after that second breath, just go ahead and take your right hand down onto the mat, tuck those right toes, and then send that left foot up to the sky. We're going to plant that left foot outside of the left hand, so we're moving into lizard lunge. And if your foot doesn't make it all the way over there, just pick it up, put it there, and then just heel toe it so it's over to the left side, and both of your hands are on the inside of the leg. So we're chilling here in this lizard lunge now. You can stay just like this, keeping this back leg active, or you can take that leg and you can bend the knee, release the foot, and hang out right here. I know it's kind of hard to see, so I'm just going to turn for the sake of the pose. So we're kind of like this, yeah. You can stay just like this, or if you want to, splay that foot open a little bit, you can come up onto the blade edge of the foot, gently press that knee away. Do what feels good for you. And don't forget to breathe. If you want a deeper stretch in the quad here, you can lift up this foot and you can pull with the hand. If you want a deeper stretch in the shoulder, you can pull with the foot. You'll feel the shoulder opening. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, and asking yourself in this pose, where can I soften? Breathing in and breathing out. And something that I've been thinking about a lot lately while I'm breathing and paying so much attention to my intentional breaths in and out through my nose is how truly grateful I am and how truly lucky we are that right now in this moment we can breathe with such ease and such comfort, because there's a lot of people right now who are having a very difficult time with their breath because they're very sick. And imagine how scary that is, right? So we should be so, so grateful here in this moment, being able to breathe and move the energy in our bodies with such ease because it's not easy for everybody right now. And then I want you to take the best breath of the whole day right now. Take the deepest breath in, the deepest breath out. And I want you to send that love and that gratitude for that breath to those people who need the love the most, because I wish they could feel this good breath like we could feel it. All right, go ahead and tuck those back toes. Lift up that back knee. We're gonna move into a side plank. So sorry, I'm not gonna be facing you again. But this back leg, we're gonna turn that heel over to the right, and we're gonna send this left leg on top of the right foot. Send the left arm up to the sky. If you're like, no, I'm not into this, take that left leg and place it in front of the body. Well, I'm gonna turn around so you guys can see me. In front of the body like this. Okay? That'll be a little easier. I'm just gonna turn around because I'm gonna get confused. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and let that body come all the way down. And now you're probably facing the back of your mat. So if you're like super confused, I'm really sorry. I just like to get creative and make it a little more different. So we've got this left foot outside of the right knee. We're kind of sitting up tall like this, so you might need to readjust. Go ahead and keep this right foot really, really nice and flexed. That's the extended leg. Stand up nice and tall. Take that left hand and place it behind the body. Take a deep breath in, find length. And then on the exhale, grab onto the knee, twist. So when we're doing twists here, we're basically lengthening on the inhales and then twisting on the exhales. So if you feel yourself breathing in and out, inhaling, lengthening, and exhaling, twisting, you can allow your breath or your exhale to take you deeper and deeper into the pose. And keep that right leg strong. One more breath here. I'm going to turn around so you guys aren't that confused anymore. And then after that last breath, go ahead and release. Come all the way back to where you were. And now, if everything works as planned, what we're going to do is we're going to take our hands over to the right. So this is actually the left side of your mat if we were facing forward, but it's the right side of our body. And my extended leg is going to eventually have the toes tucked and be the leg on the ground of my 3-legged dog. Okay, so we'll see if this works. Go ahead and tuck these back toes here, and then extend the left leg up. There we go. On the next breath in, just take that left foot between the hands. Take that right foot between the hands. And then take a deep breath in, reaching out and up. And then exhale, bring hands into our center. Good job. We're going to do that again. Take the arms out and up. Hands in through heart center. This time we're going to fold. Plant the hands. Take the left foot to the back of the mat. Maybe take a moment here to shift your weight forward and backward. Make sure that your hands are firmly grounded, and then on the next breath, then we're going to lift the right leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Maybe make some circles in the ankle or in the hip. So go ahead and make that hip circle. And then on the next breath, just go ahead and plant that right knee down onto the mat. So kind of stack it underneath the hips, so we're not like too far up or anything. We're kind of just like dead center. Shift your weight back, press into that back left calf, and you should feel that stretch there. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Now on the next breath, then we're going to take that right foot. We're going to send that right foot over to the right and bring that left foot in line with the body. Modified fallen triangle or gate or whatever you want to do with this pose. You can take that foot up, you can grab onto the ankle, you can pull with the shoulder, you can pull with the knee. Up to you. You can make some circles in the wrist, in the shoulder, whatever feels good. We'll stay here for 2 more breaths. And after that last breath, just go ahead and take that left hand down onto the mat, tuck those back toes of the left foot, and then send the right foot up to the sky. The next breath, we're going to move into lizard lunge, so bring that knee in, place it outside the right hand. You can stay here, or maybe you bend that knee, let that foot come down to the mat, maybe you hang out. We took a couple variations on the other side, maybe you bend that knee out to the right and come up onto the blade edge of the right foot and kind of just splay that leg out. If you want to stretch that quad, you can grab onto this foot here. You can pull with the foot to stretch the shoulder. You can pull with the arm to stretch the leg. Yogi's choice. We didn't do it on the other side, but if you're like dying to take an arm balance, you can take Ekapada and Vinyasana. But I don't feel like teaching that because anybody's dying to learn it. Just breathing in and breathing out. And I was talking to somebody yesterday about what their favorite yoga pose is. My favorite yoga pose used to be headstand because I could do it and I felt really cool when I did headstand. After a while, I realized that standing on your head is like the least important thing involved in yoga. And I think lizard is probably one of my new favorite poses just because I really enjoy the stretch. I really enjoy breathing through it. The reason why I'm saying that is because sometimes the hardest poses are the easiest poses. And maybe sometimes the easiest poses are the hardest poses because controlling the mind and the fluctuations of the mind stuff is really the true essence of yoga. Really, sometimes it's the hardest part. So taking one more nice deep breath in here. One more nice deep breath out. Go ahead and tuck the toes of the back foot. Lift up that left knee. And then we're going to shift our weight into the left hand. Turn that left heel over to the left so you come onto the side of the left foot. And then send that right leg on top of the left leg for a side plank. If you're like, no, I'm not into that. We're going to keep this right knee bent, pressing into the ground here. And send the right arm up to the sky. So we'll stay here for 3, 2, 1. Just go ahead and lower your hips down now. And turn around to face the back of the mat. Yay! I feel like I explained it so much better this time than I did last time. When you get there, keep that left leg, that extended leg, really, really nice and active. Flex those toes back to the face. Sit up tall. We're going to take the right hand behind us. Take a deep breath in, find length. And then exhale, twist. You can hug that knee into the chest. If you want a little more, maybe you take that elbow outside of the knee and you press. You feel that traction there, but we're still lengthening on the inhales and deepening our stretch on the exhales. Whenever we twist, we're basically detoxifying the body, wringing out the body of toxins. But I like to also think of it as wringing out the body of stagnant energy as well. So keep using your inhales and exhales to keep cleansing the body as we twist. One more. After that exhale, come all the way up. We're going to take our hands over to our left, which is the right side of the mat. The extended leg is going to eventually become the third leg of the dog, but on the ground. We're just going to flip over. Yeah. Awesome. Go ahead and take that right foot to the front of the mat. Sorry if you didn't get there gracefully. And then bring your left foot to meet the right. Lift up halfway. Then exhale, bend the knees, come all the way down to a seat. We're gonna rock the knees side to side a little bit here. Take a couple moments. And whenever you're ready, just bring them back up to center. You can take them a little wider than hip width apart. We're gonna take our hands on our knees and we're gonna do some like seated cat and cow. So inhale, draw your heart through. Take your gaze up. And then exhale, round the back. Press away with your shoulders. Inhale, draw the heart through. And then exhale, round. We're gonna do this one more time. Inhaling as we take everything forward and up. And then exhaling everything back and down. Good job. All right, now we're gonna move into I was gonna do butterfly, but I think we're gonna do Paschimottanasana first. So sit up nice and tall here. If you need to move like the flesh out of the way, feel free to do that. We're sitting like on the sits bone, so sit up really, really nice and tall. If you're not like at a 90-degree angle, like an L with your body, you can sit on a block or a pillow or something like that. That might make it more comfortable for you. Wherever you are, keep your legs really, really nice and active. So flex your legs and flex your toes back towards your face. Take a deep breath in, find length. Now on the exhale, we're gonna fold. What's important here is that we're folding, hinging at the hips as opposed to rounding in the back. So I like to take my hands and gently walk them slowly down my legs. And kind of just stay here where I am. Every time I go and I just grab for my feet, my back automatically rounds. You see that? So I just like to ease my way into it slowly, slowly, slowly until there I am. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Still using that breath to energize the body. I'm kind of taking this reminder back to that mountain pose we took earlier. Just because some poses are harder or may seem more difficult or maybe more of your favorite or not your favorite, we need to give every pose the same deep intention, the same energy as we are. So I guess the question is, are you giving it your all for every single breath of the practice, right? And that kind of translates into real life. Are you giving it your all every second of your life, moment to moment to moment? Because it's in our little behaviors that we practice to become the best versions of ourselves and to have the best practice of our lives. And if you're not giving it your all, that's okay. It's just something to think about moving forward. The next breath in, come up. Open the leg. Let's do like a wide-legged forward fold. So we're still keeping these legs really, really nice and active. Stay here. Lead with your heart. And then fold. Maybe you just stay here. Maybe you go all the way down. Doesn't matter. Just feel that in the back of your hamstrings. And breathe. And send your breath to the part of your body that needs the most energy. Like right now, it's my hamstrings, right? Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Then on the next breath in, come all the way up. You take your legs together. Go ahead and bring your feet all the way in so that your knees are in. You can bring them in a little more. And then take your hands behind you. So they're about shoulder width apart, fingers facing my body. Okay, maybe your feet need to come out a little bit more. We're gonna take a reverse tabletop. So we'll try to stay there for 3 breaths. If you want to come down early, feel free to come down early. What we're gonna do is we're gonna lift up our hips and we're gonna let our head kind of hang back but neutral. So it's not like this, right? We're kind of just like looking up to the sky. When you're in there, don't look side to side. So if you're like, I have no idea what you're talking about, just let me do it first, watch me, and then come up into it. I like to take a really nice deep exhale, and then let me inhale, use the effort, come up. Pressing the ground away with your shoulders, pressing the ground away with your feet. Try to lift your hips a little higher. I think that was 3 breaths, right? So go ahead and come down now. That's really nice. We got one more really nice effort we're gonna do. So I was just practicing some bellows breath, and you don't have to participate in the breathing portion if you don't want to, but what we are gonna do is we're gonna sit up nice and tall. Imagine you're pulling your heart through like we did earlier when we went like this, right? But we're not doing it like that exaggerated. Just pull your heart through. You're standing up really, really nice and tall, sitting up nice and tall. I have to literally take my hands on my chest and push my body backwards until I'm like, oh my gosh, I can feel my core just turned on. So now my body is here at this V shape, and my core is really, really nice and active. From here, go ahead and take your feet up. Try to bring your toes in line with your face. Try to keep your heart open. This is called boat pose. You can stay here like this. You can hold onto your knees underneath here if you want to also. So we're gonna stay in boat pose for 5 breaths, or if you want to do the bellows breath, which just is really intense breathing in and out, and you can feel it through the abdomen. So press the diaphragm. I'll do it, and then you can try it if you want to or not. Okay, so nice. Hug the knees in, rock side to side, left to right. You can make some hip circles. If you want to take a back bend, I'm going to do a bridge pose. We'll do just one back bend today, so it's up to you. You can take a bridge or you can take a wheel, or if you have any other back bends that you love, take that. So I like to exhale all my air fully out, and then on the inhale, lift the hips up to the sky. Keep your head looking up, so don't look side to side. If you've never done bridge before and you're like, what are you doing? Watch me first and then come up into it. Press the ground away with your feet. You're squeezing your glutes, but activate your inner thighs too. So they're not touching or anything, but just turn them on so they're nice and active. You're pressing them to the ground with your palms. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release. You can rock your knees side to side again. We're going to go ahead and hug both knees into the chest. Extend one leg long, whichever one you want. We're going to move into a supine twist. So just for direction's sake, I extended my left leg. I had my right knee hugged in. I'm going to grab onto my right knee with my left hand and draw it across the body. Take my gaze over to the right and keep my right shoulder really, really firmly grounded on the mat. Maybe you take a really nice deep breath into the nose, and then open the mouth, let it all go. Bring your awareness back to your breath, back to your body. On the next breath in, we're going to come all the way up to center. Go ahead and switch. Extend that right leg long, hug the left knee into the body, into the chest, and then grab on the left knee with the right hand, draw it over to the right. Keep that left shoulder grounded. Then you can take your gaze over to the left. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And then whenever you're ready, coming back up through center, release that knee. We're gonna move into a happy baby or whatever pose you want to take now. If you're like dying to do anything else, go for it. Otherwise, you can grab onto the outer blade edges of the feet and pull those knees into the armpits. You can stay here. You can rock side to side. Take whatever variation feels good for you. Maybe you extend one leg or both legs, or who knows. When you're in this pose, think about drawing your tailbone to the ground. Well, I don't want to see any of it, so I can get it. There you go. This. Try to keep your tailbone flat. And whenever you're ready, you can release. Go ahead and hug your knees in one last time. Curl up into a really, really nice big ball. Really tight. So hug yourself. Engage every muscle in your body and take a really nice deep breath. Hold it at the top. Take another breath of air. And then release. Let it all go. Let your feet come down onto the mat. Hands come down onto the mat. Take up as much space as you'd like. This is your Shavasana, your final resting pose. You can close your eyes. You can let your mind wander. And I'll guide you back when it's time. Taking a couple moments now to bring your awareness back to your body and back to your breath. Bringing in some small movements to your fingers and toes. And whenever you're ready, just rolling over onto your right side for a fetal pose. When we're in the fetal position, it's like the only place when our heart's not being compressed by the other organs, they say. And then whenever you're ready, just coming up to a comfortable cross-legged seat. Bring your hands to heart center with your eyes soft or closed. Whenever you get there, take a really nice deep breath in, fill the lungs all the way up. And then exhale through the mouth. Sigh it all out. I'm so grateful that all of you guys came to do yoga today. I'm so grateful that you exist and that you guys are still here doing the thing. So I'm so grateful. I want you to take another moment to find some other things in your life that you're grateful for today, even if it's just this breath and just this moment. It's so important to have gratitude. So grateful for the practice of yoga. I'm so grateful that I get to share it with you guys. So light within me sees the light within all of you. Namaste. Happy Friday. I hope you're having the best day of your life today. And yeah. If you have any questions, concerns, put them in the chat. Hit me up, message me, and all that good stuff. All right. I wish I could see who's on here, but it just says like people. It doesn't say what your names are. So hi, Rich. Hi, everyone. You're welcome. Thanks for being here. Woo, go team. All right, I'll see you guys on Monday. Also, if you want to do yoga every day, I've got the 30-day split challenge that is still happening. You can sign up. The link is in my bio on Instagram, which is Pakaloki Yoga, or you can just go to my website, which is pakaloki.com. I think I put the website in the comments of this video. So it's just a 20-minute time commitment every single day of yoga. It's a bunch of hip stretches, and it'll help you deepen your split if you already have a split, or it'll help you get to your split if you're not there at all. So that's that. And it's beginner friendly, all levels, and it's a lot of fun. So, all right. I'll see you guys on Monday. I'll be here at 6:15, same place, almost same time, 6:15 though. All right. Happy Friday. Have a good weekend.